mad.
Hey, welcome to our second time recording this special episode Champions League final recap. We
ain't no time like the second time.
Yeah, we recorded a whole 50-minute episode, but then I forgot to change the microphone, and it came out sounding really bad.
To be honest with you, since I'm on air, I think it was gonna probably be pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
What was
the first episode?
No, really? I didn't think it was that bad.
I was bad in the beginning because I wasn't even there. I said that I said that Tottenham played Barcelona. So
yeah, you were talking about Llorente playing
Woo!
against...
Yeah. I was definitely like seeing visions.
It's all good. But yeah, so we did record a whole like hour episode, and then the mic was messed up. So we're re-recording this episode because we do it for y'all.
I mean, this is so much love that I would love to get some back. You know what I mean?
Hey, stop. I'm like giving up on that. I can't even get a damn email back. But anyway, so we just had the don't be in this camera coughing in this microphone.
Yeah, the other mic would have been tripping.
Oh god, we wouldn't even try to do that. Anyway, we just had the Champions League final, Liverpool versus Tottenham. Everybody knows what happened. It was 2-0. We're going to get into the game a little bit, and we're going to be very honest with you guys about how we watched this game. And some of us didn't even watch the game. Some of us were sleeping.
Yeah, but some of us watched the first half, which literally told the story for the whole show.
Yeah, right. So the whole show. What in the world is your Soldier Watch is going off? But yeah, so let's get into the beginning of the game. Well, before the game, just want to say that I was not excited. Caesar wasn't excited.
No.
The whole world wasn't excited. The Martians weren't
England
excited.
was excited.
Yeah, whatever. They probably weren't excited either. They probably wouldn't have beat a team. Like, the Liverpool fans probably would rather beat, like, a real team, like a big team.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I don't think they would.
Go ahead.
I think that, okay.
I'm turning the fan down.
Whoa, hey, I don't know about this.
Whoa.
This episode's turning up a little bit. I'm getting saucy here. Yeah, I think that even English fans will be like, hey, man, we don't want Tottenham to be a damn representative of us.
You feel me? Harry Winks. But yeah, so I wasn't really excited for this match. I'm not a big... I mean, even though I did watch a lot of EPL this year, I watched some of these games, and like it's not like I hate these teams, but I was not really trying to see an EPL final in Champions League. I'm just not really trying to see that.
I think one of the best things about Europa League, it's really...
Europa League?
I mean, Champions League, it's a good test. Even Europa League as well, too. I think it's a good measurement of being able to see teams from other European countries play each other, and then being the final, it's a cool aspect of it. I mean, one of the big issues of even expanding the league into bigger, you're going to have crossovers in which teams from the same country play each other. I never liked that. Even when it was Atletico versus Real Madrid final, I hated that.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I didn't like it. I don't like I don't like the
unless
same
it's
country.
the Classico. Unless it's the Classico.
That's the only exception, but that's an exception to the rule because of his history. Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's the only reason. But like, if you had a Classico, but then you were like to give me an alternative to a final, and it involved one of those teams and another team, I actually rather watch that because I really enjoy watching other countries play each other, and I like the thought of seeing how these styles collide or clash. But when you're watching, for example, this match, there was a lot of aerial passing going on around here, a lot of spread offense happening. I'm sending Pikachu memes. A lot of spread offense happening, and it just doesn't work for me.
That came up. Yeah, it was kind of rough. But anyway, let's get into the game. So I noticed that. Okay, so in the Champions League preview episode that I did with Tiki Taka Podcast, make sure you check them out. Tiki Taka Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and they're on all podcast platforms. I was saying that I think the X factor is Jordan Henderson because in EPL, he's a really like solid midfielder. He doesn't make many mistakes, and I think he has like a good personality to kind of like be that captain. Enter the Sandman in this Metallica shirt. You can watch his video on YouTube as well. So he started in the midfield with Fabinho, who's had definitely an amazing second half of the season, and Wijnaldum, who turned up against Barcelona. And Tottenham started in the midfield. I'm sorry, Tottenham brought Harry Kane back in the starting lineup. He hadn't played since April 9th. That was a bit of a shock to people.
What did you think of that?
Honestly, you got to put him out there. Honestly,
I feel you too.
You got to have Harry Kane out there. You can't be playing around.
If there's any discussion that maybe Harry Kane should start, I'm like, I don't believe that.
Nah, you got to have Harry Kane out there.
That's your guy. Not only is that your guy, like for you, like for on the field, but also mentally for the other players too. Like, no, they know. You know, it's almost a pick me up too. Like,
yeah, he scores 20 goals a season. That's our guy. Or more. You got to have him out there.
That's our guy. Yeah, he has to be out there.
But then when I saw the midfield, I'm like, dog, like, you really starting Harry Winks?
That was weird.
I was just like, this is so weird to talk about this twice. But
I can't believe he did that.
But yeah, I was like, here. Actually, I'm kind of glad y'all didn't hear all the shit we talked about Harry Winks.
Oh man, we
got to re-destroy Pochettino though, because we did. Okay, so before we get into this game, me and Caesar, when we had to delete this other episode that we just did, we broke down how many trophies Pochettino has not won with Tottenham, and it was like 40 something. No, that he hasn't won an EPL since he's been a manager in EPL with Southampton and Tottenham. I think it was 41 trophies he could have potentially won.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna be nice. This is 2019. I'm a kind person this year. I'm not even gonna lay into you about Southampton because Lord knows what was on that team and what was going on.
But they finished like 8th or 9th.
Yeah, of course they did. But in 2014 at the Hotspur, hey man, what's going on here? We looked at that Wikipedia honor section. I don't believe your honors a runner-up isn't an honor,
but
homie.
Remember, no, we got to give it to him for Southampton too because we saw that Wigan Athletic won the FA Cup. With Roberto Martinez.
Even at the Tottenham, one thing, but man, Wigan Athletic in the last 6 years being able to win it, and you have it, and you had Southampton, and then after that, which arguably is better than Wigan. I don't even know what the time was, how it was back then, though. So I'm talking out my, whatever. But now you've had Tottenham since then, and you spent all that money on players and this Gareth Bale money, and then you built a stadium. Let's compare Wigan Athletic Stadium and Tottenham. And did you bring a trophy out of it? Because there's a lot of this money pouring in. What are you bringing in terms of the trophy case?
0 out of 40 something.
Like I told you in the last episode that never aired, it's unreleased, the lost tapes, like Dave Chappelle episodes.
And
yeah. We went to that contract extension meeting, and he's over here snitching on Kyle Walker. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
He's over here laying into Kyle Walker,
he did,
calling him
sellout. Why'd you leave? Why'd you tell us before the season was over?
He was probably like, I'm tired of not winning nothing.
But he's probably like, why are we acting like this guy is worth listening to, Pochettino? Like, why are we acting like I'm supposed to listen to him?
You're supposed to put the team first. You've been putting the team first since 2014. What have you won?
0. 41 trophies he could have won an EPL.
My name is Kyle Walker. I've been running up and down this damn sideline for what? For a high five and a contract. That's it. Not even. I can't even carry something and do like the FIFA celebration at the end and jump around with confetti on me. I've never seen confetti rain down on my body till I left to Man City.
You know what? Kyle Walker probably left because of Pochettino and because he thinks Danny Rose is a weirdo. He's like, I'm not trying to be with the Ricky Williams of soccer anymore.
Yo, you're the first person in history to call Danny Rose.
He probably got a
Ricky Williams.
He probably got a picture of the wedding dress too. Anyway,
this episode's already better.
Yeah. So anyway, Pochettino could have won 41 trophies, I think, because when you think about, because let me break it down.
He couldn't have won 41 because he can't win Champions League and Europa.
No, but hold on. So let me break it down for Caesar again.
Mathematics.
Okay, so when you finish in the top 4 in EPL. You finish in top 4. Now, you have the opportunity to win the league next season, FA Cup, and the EFL Cup, which is now called the Carabao Cup, I think. Then you're going to go into Champions League, so you can win Champions League, or you can go out of Champions League and go to Europa League, and you can win Europa League. So that's 5 trophies you can win in a season, potentially.
True.
You could have won 5, but you won 0. So he's been there how many years? I think it was
2014 he joined.
So 5 years, so that's 25 trophies. But he was also at Southampton for 2 years, I think. So that's another. You could have went into Champions League. You could have. We saw Leicester go into We saw Leicester win the league, go into Champions League, and they beat Sevilla in 2 legs. They beat Sevilla. So you don't get an excuse if you're supposed to be some Superman manager. I gotta see 1 trophy. At the very least, we're talking 30 plus, but we're actually talking 40 plus.
I forgot they beat Sevilla. That was
wild. Everybody was saying they were gonna go out in the group stage. They made it out of the group and they beat Sevilla in round of 16.
I literally was like, "What's going on right now?"
Yeah, I can't remember who they lost to in the second round in the quarterfinals. I know they in the round of 16 they beat Sevilla because I remember what's the name? Was it Ben Yedder or somebody? Some Arab dude on Sevilla got a red card. I was real mad at him.
Well, Ben Yedder's a striker, so yeah.
It might have been him or some other dude. I can't remember. Somebody got a red card, and I was like, "You're really annoying for getting a red card against Leicester, dog."
Wasn't that giant midfielder they have?
Who?
What's it called? The one you don't like? He came from I think Villarreal.
Are you talking about Nzonzi?
No.
For
the Spanish one.
You talking about for Sevilla?
Yeah.
A giant midfielder?
Yeah, what was he? He's like 6'3" or something like that.
You
hated him.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know Nzonzi, but anyway, so let's get into the actual game here, because Pochettino's whack. And maybe we'll name this episode 41 Trophies. Anyway,
Asterisk.
In the first minute... me and Caesar disagree on this. I think that Mane saw Sissoko's arm out, and he said, "I'm going to do this for the real Africa."
Too much credit.
And he kicked the ball at his arm, and it became a penalty.
Okay, I can see that because it's like, he probably has that swag to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely,
that's some swag. But I don't think he tried doing that one.
If you see somebody's arm out like that, why not?
You gotta kind of be looking at him for real.
He was.
He was kind of like doing that like emergency cross, like the emergency quick one.
Shout out to this guy. Don't want to give Africa no credit, but
I don't want to give credit. You want to give credit? I'm the real patriot.
Then
here.
Say what you would call Sissoko if you
absolutely not.
Okay,
because I care about my future.
All right. Anyway, so we had the penalty handball on Musa Sissoko. And I do think Mane did it on purpose. Caesar doesn't. In the second minute, we had a goal by Mohamed Salah, penalty. If somebody knows that nose celebration thing he did, please let us know.
What did he do?
I'm not going to recreate that nose thing he did, but it was weird, and I want to know what it was. And then he did sujood after that, and then Caesar...
He did sujood?
Yeah, and then Caesar called the adhan.
I did.
Now, after that, the game got really, really boring, and I didn't take very many notes because that first half was really poor.
I remember I saw a sequence. I remember seeing the ball headed 6 times.
Caesar was asleep.
I was not asleep. I remember exactly when I fell asleep. It was right before you told me, "Are you down to fast forward this?" I was like, yes. It was almost like for the first time. I mean, once again, I don't stand by fast forward through soccer games.
I didn't even get to that part yet.
It's a travesty. But when you asked me that, I was never felt happier in my life. I was like, you have finally, this is what our friendship was made for.
Okay, so in the 12th minute and the 10th minute, I was like, oh, there's a great long ball by Van Dijk, and it ended up being a corner. I was like, okay. And the announcers were saying that the goalie should have gotten that. I'm like, y'all, do y'all know what legs are? He doesn't have wheels on his. Reese don't have wheels.
I remember one point there was like a long ball, and then we were like, "Oh God!" Oh, and he got us. Nice pass.
Yeah,
like it worked out. I guess one time in the first half.
In the 12th minute, I put that Harry Kane has been absent. I don't think he did much this in the first half. He didn't do
That's
jack.
Tough, man. That's tough to be come back like
in
that.
In the 18th minute, scandal. Some woman runs on the field. I think she was wearing a one-piece bikini. I don't know if she exposed herself or not, but I do know that the camera stayed on her way too long.
We remember the reaction I did before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh?
Isn't that what I did before? I don't know what I did.
I don't know, but the camera stayed on her longer than they usually stay on for people that run on the pitch.
Yeah, when it's a guy, next thing you know, I said, oh yeah, when it's a guy, you don't even realize like it happened.
Yeah,
all of a sudden I'm like, oh, is the camera broken?
Yeah, and the announcers would be like, oh, some idiot ran on the pitch.
The best part is when they put it on the players' faces, and sometimes the players are like,
usually the players just go get water. They're just like, what the hell, just go get some water. But yeah, this woman ran on the pitch, and I seen her whole blonde hair and a bunch of other stuff too.
Really?
Look at this. Now he's awake.
I didn't have my glasses on.
Yeah, you didn't actually. In the first half, I just put it such a bad game, and then also I put. So this is something we were talking about in the lost tapes. I was saying that I didn't think that Dele Alli and Harry Kane should be playing together necessarily because Harry Kane kind of drops deep and Dele Alli's some kind of fake attacking midfielder.
Yeah. And I disagree with that.
But it wasn't really a disagreement. It was kind of like a
modification of it. I think that necessarily. And watch bars. I have my rehearsal already.
Yeah, right.
I think that Eriksen is primary. It's not necessarily that the one of them's the issue. I think that Dele Alli either needs to be in a position where there's no other attacking midfielder there, or Dele Alli needs to go or he needs to admit he's just some deep midfielder.
Dele Alli?
Yeah, Dele Alli. Either you're a true
right bench.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like two attacking midfielders. I just don't like it. I don't think it creates a conducive offense. I mean, you can tell me obviously it does because they went to the Champions League final, and I'd be like, okay.
Lucas got in there.
But that trophy case has mad cobwebs in it, so it doesn't really help. I think either Eriksen got to go or Dele Alli got to go, and just have one of them solidified as the one true Ironborn Cam, shout out Game of Thrones, and then having other midfielders around him, such as like a holding midfielder or just someone that plays possession or box to box.
Yeah, because I was just saying I mean either way, Dele Alli's really bad and he's just
worthless. Regardless, I'm not gonna go as hard as you are, but I don't see much myself. But do show me otherwise. Do show me this hype train. But like we said on the show, I never heard nobody be like, man, there's rumors that AC Milan are gonna grab Dele Alli for 100 million euros, or I don't know, Atletico Madrid really want Dele Alli to take Koke's spot.
Don't.
Take Saul's spot.
Don't ever.
That's so disrespectful. Saul's a monster.
Saul's like 22.
He's
also
ridiculous. I don't know why we keep showing Lozano. He's so good though.
Saul's ridiculous, and he's like 20. He's like 19.
I always watch. Whenever I watch,
he played in the under 21 Euros.
Isn't it disrespectful? He should be playing in above all that. And whenever I watch Saul play, I always think to myself, I'm really mad that he's on Atletico Madrid.
I know, dog.
Can you imagine how lethal he'd be in Barcelona
or anywhere? I don't know if he could play for Barcelona though.
Yeah, he definitely could. He definitely could.
I don't know if he's a Barcelona player, but
okay, he's better than Rakitic.
At certain things, possibly, but I don't know if
he's 22.
I don't know if they could also. I don't know if he could really take Rakitic's spot, but he's better at some things than Rakitic.
Rakitic, get out of here.
Anyway,
go play for OCSE.
In the 58th minute, I noticed that Divock Origi came on for Firmino, and then I made the fateful decision. I was like, "Look, Caesar, this game's really boring. I'm making burritos. I'm not even hardly watching the joint."
One headphone in.
Not the whole time.
Bumping beats.
So I was like, look, I'm just going to fast forward until there's a goal or until it gets too late and I feel terrible about fast forwarding.
When you said that to me, those were the kindest things you ever said in my life to me. I was like, please, sir, do push the boom, boom, boom.
Was number 4 me making you some burritos?
No, I already said thank you for that. Chill out. And then you folded them crazy and you spilled
hopefully one day you'll make me a burrito.
You spilled over the plate and you made the comment saying, "Look at leaving all this food here." First of all, you didn't give me a fork. I'm gonna eat this with my bare hands like some Nigerian.
You're from whoa man, whoa man.
I see hands. Israel Adesanya eating with his hands.
Shout out to Caesar, literally from Nigeria, Brazil, and he's gonna talk about Nigeria. He's from the most Nigerian part of Brazil, but he wanted to.
There's so many Nigerians.
Yeah, what are you? Anyway,
I'm actually Greek and Irish.
They probably don't be wearing diapers in Brazil. Like,
hey man. For sure they definitely do.
Shout out Africa over here. Anyway, you got a Metallica shirt, so maybe this guy is a little different.
Into the Sandman, man.
Anyway, so I was like, look, I want to fast forward because it's really boring. So hopefully I'm going to fast forward and there'll be a Tottenham goal and then like we'll start watching from there.
Yeah, I'll sit up.
But I was fast forwarding and literally got to the 80th minute. I was like, damn, like I got to just keep watching now because it's been going for too long. 82nd minute, Llorente came on for Dele Alli, and I'm like, wow, like you deserve to lose when you're bringing on Llorente at the end of the game. Like that's very whack.
What team in Europe could Llorente start in the top 5 club?
Literally, like
what Spanish team in top? What could he start? Could he start for like Getafe? Yeah.
No, Getafe's finished 5th this year or 6th.
No. Is Getafe the one with that little baller Hernandez kid? He's a baller.
Probably.
The center forward, he's so good. Yeah, even though the other day I looked to be like 3 goals in league, I don't care. He's good.
No, Llorente can't play anywhere in Spain. Like he can't play for like Marseille or anywhere. Like he can't play.
First of all, hey man, what are you doing, dude?
He can't play for Lille.
You did that on purpose. You're going to name all the team Balotelli played for? There's no way you're going to put Balotelli and Llorente in the same sentence.
No, I'm not. But even before Balotelli got there.
Could he start for Strasbourg?
I'm going to keep it so... Caesar.
Come on,
Caesar,
dog.
I'm not even joking.
Are you
Caesar, hold on. When you watch Strasbourg play, they ball out. They got some little Portuguese or like Angolan dude or something like that. Something Da Costa. Black dude.
Who Da Costa?
I don't know what his first. He's the one that the guy said good for a black guy. The commentator.
Yeah.
That dude's a baller. They got Strasbourg plays really good. They beat PSG last year. It wasn't this season. It was last season, and they like beat them.
Don't say they're really good, please.
No, they're really good. I'm not even joking. They're really good.
With you?
I watched them play. They're really good.
Really good.
Okay. Anyway, you just hate them because you think it's in Germany.
It's literally in Germany.
Literally, Arsene Wenger's from there, and that's where Anthony Bourdain.
Arsene Wenger
and Anthony Bourdain died there.
These guys look pretty German when you look at them.
This guy is funny style.
I'm funny style because I'm hating on Strasbourg. Wow,
and Africa.
Like, literally on this show, no one gives a damn we're talking about Strasbourg. Like, can you continue with the Champions League review?
Okay, well, let's go back to it.
All right.
83rd minute, thought it might be a penalty on James Milner. He kicked Danny Rose, but it was...
Damn, James Milner, when he come in the game?
You swear. I seen Lucas come in. Oh, damn, Lucas and still fast-forwarding it.
I mean, he was warming up at the 43rd minute.
Yeah, for no reason. I'm like, dog, this literally...
Oh, you know the reason.
Yeah.
Told him to go out there, run some laps.
Yeah, so I thought that might be a penalty, but it ended up being like right outside the box. Eriksson shot it on goal, and Allison Dr. Becker saved it.
Great goalie.
87th minute, though, there was a corner, and then Divock Origi got to the end of that corner, and he shot it with his left foot, a bullet into the goal. 2-0 to Liverpool. I don't think anybody was too surprised by this. I did predict 2-0, but I did predict a Van Dijk brace. But I did predict 2-0. Even though I don't really care about predictions like that. But Caesar was asleep, by the way, basically the whole second half.
I had 2 hours sleep.
Caesar, nobody asked you, but
I was in the zone last night. FIFA Pro Clubs, come at me. 2 assists.
That's it. Wow.
One game.
Sure. And so Caesar, who do you think should leave Liverpool or Tottenham and go to a better club? I would just say really quick, because even though this is really weird because we already talked about this, it's weird for me. I do think that Mohamed Salah should upgrade and go to Real Madrid. You're going to take mine?
Yeah.
I think Mohamed Salah should upgrade and go to Real Madrid. Who do you think? Anybody else?
Nope.
No, or Son should go to Real Madrid. I'd like to see Son at Real Madrid.
Honestly, I really would. I mean, look, I don't know if this Eden Hazard thing's happening, and I'm gonna feel bad if he can't really get that time. But even it would have been the perfect time last year for him to happen, when they had this whole year basically of having nobody there other than Vinicius Jr. and having Son and Vinicius rotating that position would have been really cool.
Absolutely,
really cool, because even if you're a team going against that's rough. That's too. If you've game planned against going against the Son, having Vinicius Jr. come in the game, you're like, Jesus Christ! Like,
I'm gonna look up how old Son is on the low real quick.
I think I remember he was like 25. Yeah, that's 26.
I wanted to say 25, but let me double check.
Might be 26.
You think so? Okay,
yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Can you talk?
No, I can't. I just want to see how slow your phone is. No, so I think that's a good point. I think I was messing around about Liverpool. I mean, I would have wanted to see Mane, I think, in the first year and a half he was there, but this Mane is recently, either it's a lack of motivation or not. You know, I don't really know if I want.
He's African.
It might be, or that haircut. You know, I gotta see something. I think they're in the perfect spot. I always said about. I was like, hairline to the ears. Yeah, I really think that those players are kind of really doing good at Liverpool. I think it's a good place for them. You know, they won Champions League too. Like, why not keep that core and see if you can win EPL for the first time in your world history?
He turned 27 this summer.
That's not old.
Yeah, but it's not young.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
I mean, it's his prime.
He had to come out of South Korea, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a different journey. He had a journey. You know, it's a different.
He played for Hamburger.
You know what's a journey? Hamburg FC.
He played for Hamburger.
They were good back then. Shout out.
I'm saying Hamburger.
Okay.
You don't know that? You told me about that when Trump tweeted that.
Oh yeah. I don't remember that. Man, I don't care. Trump's done so much dumb things. I'm focused on Lula, the true freedom fighter.
This guy literally still has the worst memory ever. Anyway, were you talking? No. Anyway, okay, Caesar, no cap. Would you rather see Hazard or Son at Real Madrid?
I want to see Hazard.
You're boring, dog.
I'm not doing this just to turn up. I love Son.
No cap. Let me get Son over Hazard.
Okay, that's cool.
Less miles.
Wow, you're so controversial.
Less miles on him.
Whatever, man. I don't forget seeing Hazard be ridiculous.
Hazard is the DeMarco Murray.
Hazard be ridiculous, and he had a good year as well too.
I'm joking, dog. I mean, not really, but like, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Dog. Okay, but if they got Son instead of Hazard, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, all right, let's get it. You don't even care about Real Madrid. I'll flip this cup. You know what I said? I'd literally be like, hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
It might be too turned up for them. You know they'll be so racist against him in Spain. Oh God. Against Son, they'll turn up.
I don't know. There's a lot of Spanish players playing in Spain.
There's a lot of what?
There's Spanish players that play. There's a
lot of Spanish.
I'm sorry. There's Asian players that play in Spain.
Name a couple.
There's is it Iniki or whatever? He plays for He plays for Eibar, I believe.
Okay, and
he's Japanese. They had the
had or have.
What are you doing right now?
You said I said name a couple.
Right
I said name a couple.
I will literally walk away.
Ask homeboy have they been racist to him in Spain?
I don't know how to talk in Japanese.
Caesar's been extra racist today. I'm uncomfortable with this.
It's a special episode. This gets
can we do it a third time so you can be less racist?
You can do it by yourself third time. Since you're having fun doing episodes by yourself, now we'll take you talking.
Yeah. Check the episode out. Anyway, who else? Who plays for daggone Liverpool? Them little young fullbacks. Oh, I think Hardy tweeted us said we put some respect on the fullbacks for Liverpool. I'm like, I don't know why how.
I'm gonna keep it real. Okay. They what the Trent Alexander-Arnold Harold Charlie V did a great job on that quick corner kick, and he's a solid player. But this game that I watched for 40 minutes and then slept for the rest of it didn't say to me, "Oh my God, the fullbacks are dominating it." You know, they just were there.
Fullbacks don't dominate.
And then the fullbacks on both sides of the field were just serviceable.
Yeah, they just do their thing.
If anything, I would have never thought originally that the weakest fullback of all both sides was Trippier. Everybody out there, especially after that
attacking
World Cup.
Another black player.
There was like literally three black fullbacks. The only person that I was supposed to just immediately attack Robertson because like that was the only non-black player on that field.
Caesar attacking another black player.
Did you see Trippier's hair though?
Yeah, it looked like yours. No, actually, a little bit naughtier than yours.
No, he was over here. I'm like, are you over here are you trying to hide it, sir?
Oh, you think he's straightening it?
Yeah, I think
is he bleaching?
Yeah, I saw him trying to. I was like,
do you think Kieran Trippier is bleaching his skin? He might have some cake soap.
No, I don't know about bleaching, but he's definitely.
Him a bleach?
I don't think he's proud about it. Go hard, you know what I'm saying?
Him a bleach? Him a bleach?
What are you doing?
Do him a bleach?
Did I get you on this racism train from earlier?
No, I'm just asking if you bleach your skin. It's very popular in Africa and India and the Caribbean. People bleaching their skin.
Okay, but he's literally from none of those. So
how you know? People bleach their skin in Brazil?
Yeah, they do.
Caesar got a big complexion difference from this arm and his face. Are you him a bleach?
Him a bleach. Yeah, man, Vibes Cartel.
Anyway, see, oh God, this is so ratchet. But I remember one time somehow on Facebook I came across some African, you know what? From clicking on people's profiles and like the gold.com comments
all the time.
So I came across somebody from like Sierra Leone or something like that. Everybody's bleaching.
Yeah. No, they bleach in Brazil too. It's for real.
Damn, dog.
Yeah.
Him a bleach?
I mean, we all know why bleaching's happening. I'm not going to go into it on the special episode.
Everybody knows, but damn, him a bleach. Kieran Trippier might be bleaching too.
Him a bleach one more time
bleach,
like that?
Him a bleach. Him a bleach.
Him a bleach?
Exactly. You guys say like Jamaican.
No.
Anyway, game ended 2-0. Did Caesar just spit up? I think.
Yo, you did a tangent for 20 minutes screaming him a bleach, and then you had the most gangster segue. You said, anyways, the game ended 2-0. It was the most professional segue after accusing players and people and nations of bleaching.
I'm asking,
which is very true.
Anyway, yeah, that game was very boring. Unless you're a Liverpool fan, you thought that game was boring. Yeah. If you're a Tottenham fan,
or if you watch like 5 games a year, you probably turned up on that one.
Or if you're a Tottenham fan, then you think that your team is bad.
Look, man, like this year I had to watch some rough Serie A matches, so like my rough match scope is like very low right now.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't like to record games and watch them later. What I'll usually do, I don't have no shame. If there's, I'll watch until there's a goal. Look at this guy, can't hear. Gee, that's still loud.
Don't be funny, you asshole.
Anyway, damn. Anyway, I will watch if I have to record a game and watch it later. I will watch until there's a goal, And then let me hurry up because this battery's gonna die.
Come on, man.
Once there's a goal, I will fast forward until there's another goal.
We know you are terrible at this.
I'm Fugazi style that.
Like you probably watch 60% of matches.
No, that's not true because I don't usually record games, but I'm funny style when I record them.
Funny style?
Yeah. Anyway, Liverpool won Champions League.
Did
they? Yes, they're won Champions
2-0?
League. 2-0.
Okay.
Goals by Mohamed Salah in the 2nd minute, and then another goal in the 87th minute by Divock Origi, the Belgian C word. You gonna COO?
Cool man.
Cool. Okay.
We gotta talk later, Divock.
Anyway, before we go, I wanted to bring this up as well. Not football related, but sports related. Here on We Made a Podcast, obviously we talked about a bunch of very important things. We talked about things that you don't necessarily usually hear on a soccer podcast or in most sports podcasts unless they also deal with crime. But we've talked in the past about the USA Gymnastics scandal with Larry Nassar. And today, June 1st, we're recording this the same day as the Champions League final. And we're going to release it today. Yeah, we'll release it later. A couple hours.
We are?
Might as well. I watched a documentary called At the Heart of Gold, Inside the USA Gymnastics Scandals. The documentary is on HBO right now, directed by Aaron Lee Carr. If you watch Game of Thrones or one of them other shows or movies or stuff on HBO, it's on HBO Go or HBO Now. Westworld, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, and if you have Prime Video, you probably know that
Amazon
you can
Prime,
watch HBO too, so it's probably on there.
Yeah, hopefully Elizabeth Warren can break up Amazon. But
please do that.
Yeah, really great documentary. I suggest if anybody is not going to be super triggered by it, and if you can emotionally handle such a it was tough to watch because the whole Larry Nassar criminal history is just tough to deal with, and a lot of the young women were talking about what he did to them.
Disgusting, and I'm not a person who I don't have a child or anything, but I can only imagine the horrors of that, especially when you have a child that has so much talent and upside, and then you want to give her the opportunity, and you sign off on that to go into the Olympic gymnastic team and all this. Pay a lot of money, and some parents, I'm pretty sure, probably took out loans and just made difficult situations that would make the dream happen for their kid, and then this is happening. Oh.
Yeah, terrible. So the documentary itself, I didn't do notes in the documentary, but it definitely shows how much of a monster and a manipulator Larry Nassar was and a psychopath. Yeah. And it shows the strength of the survivors. A lot of them, during the court case, they talked about what happened to them. They were able to address Larry Nassar personally. They also talked to his lawyer in the documentary as well, and one of the judges in the case as well. And it shows how different people and sadly some parents also, but the institution, Michigan State, how different people protected him, and they knew about they heard about what happened and different things, and they protected him, or just kind of turned the other cheek, or like gaslit the young girls and different things like that. And it's not very long, but it's very powerful.
Really? It's not long?
No, it's not like 2 hours. It's like about an hour and some change. But anyway, directed by Aaron Lee Carr. She's done other documentaries, and it's called At the Heart of Gold. At the Heart of Gold, Inside the USA Gymnastics Scandal. Anybody who can if you think you can emotionally handle it, because it was tough for your boy, go ahead and watch that. And as I think we said in the Lost Tapes episode, we've talked about the sex abuse scandals that happened in the UK. I think it was also Argentina. I forgot what academy it was. It might have been River Plate. I can't remember. But there was a whole big thing about the different academies in the UK.
Yeah, River Plate just won the South America Cup.
Who?
River Plate won the South America Cup.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. And also, there was another scandal situation in Atletico Madrid. Yeah. And I feel like I saw something recently.
The UK one was crazy you talked about.
The UK was like...
That was like years of institutionalized happening.
And they had like a hotline, and they were saying like it was just like calls and calls and calls and calls. So yeah.
And you said the bar. She said about like the lawyer, the person, the director said about like this is happening like in churches and stuff like that too, right?
Oh no, I'm not going to repeat that on the podcast.
It was on Lost Tapes though.
No, I didn't say that. No, I said that on the phone.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't say it on the Lost
Tapes. Bad.
Yeah, we would have to cut that out if you said that mess right now. But I mean, even though she did say it on the documentary.
Why are we getting trouble for somebody else said on HBO?
You know why?
Yeah, agree. Right?
So yeah. It was an amazing documentary, very powerful, and for anybody that cares about youth and sports and like want to be, we all care about sports. If you're listening to this and you want to be like knowing what's going on when it comes to protecting the children out here, you should definitely know. And if someday you want to have children, you want to put them in sports, like you should know like the different signs and stuff. I'll say this about the documentary: it was really crazy to hear, and I would imagine most people kind of remember what Larry Nassar was doing. I don't want to get into details, but they were saying that he was doing things while their parents were in the room. Their parents were there too, and they just had no idea. So, like,
sick fuck.
Yes.
I don't care about it.
Okay.
He's disgusting. It's horrendous.
But anyway, just going back to the documentary, so it was really powerful. It's very good, and everybody should watch it.
Quick question.
Yes.
Because you did a lot of talking about it right there in high speed. That was probably like in 1.25x right there. When you see these documentaries, and then there's a lot. This is big right now. Documentaries are really big, and I think it's great because they bring awareness, especially if they're done unbiased. I think they're really good. What do you think the assessment is for people that are like trying to either, let's say they have kids in the future, have kids right now? What do you think they should take away from this? Do you think they should be either more cautious, overly cautious? Like, what happens? Like, what do you
just
think?
Got to communicate with your kids,
Yeah. And like believe them.
Yes, and you have to communicate with them preemptively. You have to make sure, your kids have to feel comfortable talking to you about things that are hard to talk about.
Yeah.
You have to develop that relationship. Don't make it so your kids are scared of you. And they don't want to say because they don't know how their mom or dad's going to react.
Or disappoint you.
Yeah, so make sure your kids feel comfortable communicating with you. It's all about communication. And in some of these situations, the kids did tell their parents, but others they didn't. And also, I think sometimes it happened in different camps and things. It's a lot in the documentary. Yeah. You'll see it if you watch it, but you gotta trust the coaches and the trainers and stuff like that. Especially these kids. A lot of these girls were like getting to that elite level, and there's a lot less parents around, But you have to be able to trust those people, but you also have to be able to communicate with your children and make sure they're comfortable. Make sure that those coaches and those trainers are going to be pushing them to. They want them to be the best of the best, so you have to push them hard. But when it comes to like certain inappropriate things, like they got to be like, hey mom, hey dad, like this one I'm not too sure about, like maybe you can call and see what's up. But also I'm saying this, but watch the documentary and you'll see like how maybe what I'm saying is like, well damn.
Yeah, I think that like when it comes to like all this stuff, especially when we're talking, this is sports based too, like a lot of people have kids that or want to have kids or whatever that want to be in this space of like high level competition for them. And I think that it's really, it's good to understand. It's great that you want to make sure your child sticks through to a great opportunity for them, something that could change their life forever. But at the same time, it's the difference in between knowing that they might be embellishing something or whatever. But when it comes to a situation like this, my precedence is be like, I'm believing that every single time, 100%. I'd rather like it not go down because she like could have or whatever could have lied about this, and just because I believe my child initially, than to like be on the ladder of not believing them. Because something like this,
kids.
No, especially something like this, like for sure, every single time, no matter if it happens or not, just take your kid's side, just for the safety of yourself and everything and everybody, like just for the future, honestly.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a good documentary. I'll say the name once again. At the Heart of Gold. At the Heart of Gold. Inside the USA Gymnastics Scandal. It's about Larry Nassar and his heinous crimes. Sick. Anyway, that's the Champions League final recap episode. 41 trophies.
The remix.
Yes, we definitely recorded a whole hour episode before this, and
I'm over
the audio got corrupted, and it is my fault.
Whoa!
But was gonna say, oh, and you'll also be hearing a tribute. The music you'll be hearing is a tribute to Liverpool winning the Champions League final. That's for them.
Bob Marley?
But yeah, Bob Marley. His dad might have been a Liverpool. No, I think his dad was Scottish. I think his dad was a Scottish maybe or something like that. I don't know.
His dad.
But yeah. Anyway, we made a podcast. At WeMadeItPodcast.com. We made a podcast on all social media. Holler at us and check out Tiki Talker Podcast. The homies S, Jeff, and Holly. Yeah.